All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we are. Should be our last day today. Most of it's going to be putting all this stuff into here. Then we got to build the front cover, but that's about all we've got left to do. There's not. I say it was a little more fidgety getting this interior together, and I found as I open it, this wire pulls down the ceiling, so I must have done something wrong with that. I think it's the wiring supposed to be a little bit further over there. That's how you can see there how much it's pulling it out. But on brighter news, pun possibly intended there, Amazon literally just dropped off the batteries, so we can try and get this in here. Let's see which way is up and down on it. Let's see, it goes in. Okay. Supposedly like so. There. Light. Okay, the lights do work. Look fairly bright. I like it. A nice clicking button to. Well, so that's a relief. Okay, so that part's done. So, got that. So we are, like I say, we're at the point where it's time to start putting stuff in. If you're new here, just realized I should tell you this. This is what I do here. I buy these sets and build them step by step in real time, so you can see all my successes and failures, and how I hopefully fix said failures. If you've seen any sets or kits or anything like this or any of my other builds that you think you'd like to see built, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking for more. Otherwise, let's just jump right in. I'm not even going to reset today. Just start picking stuff up and putting it in. So first few things, let's grab you and our bookshelves are the first ones to go in. You down here and bring y'all in a little tighter. Okay. Start with this guy, I believe, our little chalkboard. And it's supposed to sort of go back here in that corner. Let me actually grab the old cell phone stand so maybe everybody can see. Maybe. Not quite. Give me a little bit of an angle. Yeah, should show most of the details there. Alright, I've been using the old B7000 through most of this build, and I think I'm just going to stick with that because it seems to be, seems to work for me most of the time. And let's see, get my handy dandies out. And you are supposed, and in theory you can open this thing up and work on half at a time, but like I say, with that, the way that that wire pulling my roof down, I don't think it's going to be good. It looks sort of supposed to be sort of catty-cornered in front of that window there. So let's see how it's, well, trying to see how it's going to hit. So obviously it has some on the feet, and probably here and there, so glue-wise. Alright, so let's just drop on there, and do it without getting everything on me. Now the trick's going to be to get it down in there. But the glue got it a little tacky, so that made it a little more cooperative, I think. Quit sticking to my tweezers, that what it is. Okay, there we go. I think I've got it. Appears to be a little dollop there on the wall. Like I say, it looks like it's supposed to be a slight angle, just not flat against the wall. Now these guys, we wrap them around this corner back here. looks like the first one is supposed to go right up against the window here. Just leaving, well, I guess that brown line is supposed to be our indicator. I think we're supposed to leave the lamps showing. The pictures of the lamps anyway. So, grab this guy. This is where if I had a good set of straight tweezers it'd be good, but I don't. I got, I guess, the cheapo straight tweezers. So you're supposed to go in past the lights. Sort of like that, I believe. A little bit further over, so I'm just going to do, I think, just a few drops along the back. I'll just run a light bead all the way down the back. Give me plenty of adjustment room. Show you. If it'll focus on it, you can try and, there you go, just like I just put a line right down the middle there. Make sure I got you the right side up. And don't do that. Okay. Right side up. Try you again. Okay, so about like so. Now, this one is supposed to be at an angle. It's just sort of, like I said, it's supposed to wrap around, cover up our little bevel cut where our wires are coming up. And actually, I guess with that light behind it, it'll be having a nice glow to it coming out of there. So, this one, I guess we need a run down each corner with our glue. It can be steady enough to get it done. Just down each corner. Now see if I can get that in there without destroying everything. Let's see, I got a good spot to grab right here, it looks like. And the wires are in the way again. And just knocked everything over. Yeah, those. I've really goofed up on those wires there. They're getting in the way now. And that's going to make it even worse. But if I try and open it again. I think I had it just about right, and then I messed everything up. Okay. Yeah. I'm scared I'm going to break those wires if I push them too far. And I'm messing everything else up too. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully. I think that's probably about as good as I'm going to be able to do. I think once we start doing that, yeah, it's going to start. Yeah, this thing's never going to open again on the middle section anyway. Just take it. And sort of light up behind it too. Okay. All right, now this one goes down this side here, evidently. It's one of those things that I want to make it right, but I also know I've got to realize it's going to mess things up if I keep messing with them. Okay, so that's going to go in like this. I'm going to do bead down this side and a bead up. It's going to be up against the side of the big one there, just to make sure. Give it a little, maybe a little more security. I'm not sure it'll work or not, but definitely won't hurt to have some extra next to that thing. Yeah, get an angle in there. Nope. Yes. Yeah, it's sticking to my tweezers again. Pull you back. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to glue this thing shut, because if that happens too often, those wires are going to tear everything up. Okay. I'm not going to do it this moment, but I am going to get a drop of glue in down here to leave it closed up. Alright, that's our first little bit in. And then what comes next? Okay, so the crystal ball, our steps, some of the books, it appears. I'm not. Let's see. This table. Yeah, stacks of books. Our single book, our stack of books. And A142. Have I got stuff that I didn't? There's a new piece we hadn't messed with yet. The last treasure map again. Supposedly wadded up and torn apart. Big table, books, treasure map, steps, and yep, that's all that goes on in this step. Okay, so I'll take you back down. Not like that. Okay. Alright. So, the big table, that's what they're calling this one, goes let's see, I guess just to drop on each one of the feet. Hope it holds it in place. Doesn't seem like a lot of surface area, does it? And can I get a grip? Yeah, see, these are. Need to lean it forward a little bit more to stop it from sliding around. With that going on, I'm going to give that a few minutes to. That's see. Let me see if I can actually pull it out a little bit further to the closer to the edge here. So like, this is what they show on the. Yeah, I got a look at the. Up there. It fell over. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for 5 or 10 minutes and let that get sticky, and I'll come back and show you what I did there. Looks like there's just not much surface area for the glue to work with. This would be easier if I could open it up and just deal with the one side, but live and learn. So I'll be right back. Okay, there, like I say, there's what I did. Okay, now back in here. Take it back down again. To some angle, not that much. Okay. Let's see what goes where now. Now we need our stack of books. It goes. Dollop on there, and you go. I don't think I can get my hand in there to do this. Next to the table. Our single book is supposed to sort of be leaning up against them. The bottom edge there. Okay. Yeah, sort of sit there. Alright, yeah. Then our steps don't go there. Let's go in. Actually, looks like it's going up against this back one there. So, a couple of generous runs across the bottom here. They got that textured bottom, so that sort of reduces their surface area. I don't understand that. I knew you were going to be doing this to sort of make it want it flat. Like that. Sort of see through the books on the back, and you still get all the doodads. Yeah. Okay. And then another one of those where I'm going to have to lay it fairly flat. The crystal ball goes right there in that corner. Let's see how it goes with fairly generous dollop there. It's going to slide away on me. I'll be able to see all the other details on the shells. But that didn't do right. That's not what I wanted. Stand up. There's where I'm going to end up putting it. Once again, you got to sort of leave it standing there for like that. This glue doesn't take too long, and it shows this treasure map wadded up. I think I'm just going to go sort of over top of it like that. See if I can do it. Just take a little less surface area, but still gonna. I think that's gonna fit nicely, sort of over there next to our table. So, just drop there and drop up there. I'm just gonna plop you down into place. Ease you over underneath the other treasure map. Okay. And that's all for that stand. That step, rather. Well, we're going to get 2 of our flying books out. And evidently, supposed to be 2 purplish ones according to the picture. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's those. And we'll need the wand. They call it the fly ball. It's a snitch. And our witch's hat. And both our chairs are coming in. The main table. I think this may be all the stuff. That doodad. Oh, and the rug goes underneath it. Make sure I do that first. And chandelier 2. So I'll have to do that upside down. So I'll probably do that after everything has a good chance to get good and dry. Looks like that just goes right up in the middle of everything. I think it's just supposed to go in front of one of the... There. Okay. Oh, and... Okay, yeah, basically, I'm emptying out the tray of tiny pieces is empty now. So all that stuff is going to go in next. But I want to give that the crystal ball and everything. Yeah, it's time for dog's lunch. I'm going to give the crystal ball and everything a chance to really get set up good before I start trying to do that. So I'll be right back with that part, installing this part. And I say after that, it's just a matter of building the front of our shop, it looks like. And I said that doesn't appear it's going to be too traumatic of an experience. But I've been wrong before. We'll find out together. Alright, be right back with that. Okay, here we are. Like I said, everything seems to be situated. There's where I positioned my map and everything. Now the parts I'm really worried about is somehow getting these books onto these lights back there. Let's see here. I think that's where one of them goes. Let's see here. Maybe not. I think this one actually supposed to sort of go back. Looks like it's supposed to go sort of out of the way. Alright. Well, or maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty sure our chandelier goes on this one. And there's... Looks like... Yeah, I think this one's just supposed to go sort of up. So, surely this is the one that's... There's 3 magic books. So the ones with the extra lead have got to be what's supposed to get them. You would think. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, maybe. Yes, I'm worried about the magic books more than I am anything else in this, as far as this stuff goes, because everything else I think will cooperate with me. Even the chandelier I'm not that worried about. I think it's going to be a pain, but I don't think it'll be that much of an issue as far as getting it to, like I say, once I get everything dry, I can just turn everything upside down and let it situate itself there. these. Let's see. I guess just gonna run a generous drop of glue down the middle page there, and just try and get them to balance on there. I'm guessing be another one. Let's see how it does with. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get you. Okay, it's basically flat there too, so I might as well. Maybe. Once I get you going, grab you by the wing, maybe. Once I get the no, and once I get the glue on, that might work. Spread those out fairly wide. Okay, maybe maybe we can do something there. Okay, well, no time like the present. Let's find out. Grab you the outer cover. That's a generous dollop of glue there. If I can get you to okay, you'll sort of stay like that. I would be satisfied. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. Now, back here, kind of like that. Should have started in the one in the back though, now I'm thinking. Yep. Maybe I can twist you around here. Yeah. Twist you around a little bit more. And knock it off. It's going into hiding. Y'all knew I was going to do that, right? I knew I was going to do that, so surely y'all did. Okay, that's one down. The same thing, open it wide. Generous glob. I'm going to go for that back one this time. Yeah. The wing is getting in the way. Close him down a little bit more. Which one's okay? Move the glue over to this one, maybe. Possibly a little more clearance. Stay like that. I'll be pleased with it. Kind of sort of back there. I want you do that there. Okay. I'm going to let that sit there, sort of got it wedged in place there, so I'm going to let that get tacky for a few minutes, and I'll be back and hopefully get this last book in and everything else will be smooth sailing. Right, fingers crossed. Okay, so I think those guys are going to stay in place now. Got two of them in. Now one more here. I hope. I'm still confused. They appear to have extra lights. That's it doesn't. I can't get to the right page. Yeah, I guess. Actually, yeah, I think I see the light sort of this one just sort of there. So I'm gonna go with putting my last flying book on the one in the back there. So I think I'm gonna try and use the first page there. Okay. So let's get, as usual, generous dollop in there. And break it by dropping a big old tube of glue on it. That worked about as good as I thought it would. Try again. Okay, I think that's going to be fairly stable. Like I say, our chandelier, I think, goes in front of this one, this light. So I guess this is just an... Okay, the store window is here, so I guess that's to light up everything else. These lights looking now that we're... Yeah, okay. I guess that's for when the actual storefront's on. Okay. Seems to be their intention anyway. It seems like it's like sticking pretty good, so I'm gonna roll the dice and lift this up a little bit and get some of these other details put in. Maybe you'll stay. Fortunately, we're on to the part where we're working on the front half, so y'all should be able to see most of this. Okay, start off with a chair up against that wall there. And just some dollops on there. And staying still? No. Let's lean to it. Okay, a little more than that. Yeah, but I think that'll be all right. Yeah, okay. And then, time to put our little mat rug decoration dealio in. So, let's do a dollop about here. And a swizzle stick. Spread that out. That. Drop you onto that. Okay. I think my chair's. Okay. Set you down while I grab the next bit. Okay, now our big table goes in. They're saying mounted like this. This is going to have to be flat for this to hold on to as well, so I guess it's alright that it's down there now. I thought I might be able to show y'all some more of this stuff. Wait a second. Where did the wand and stuff go? See that's happy temperature. Okay. The wands and stuff are supposed to go over there on the back in the first part. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, so I'm gonna hold off a minute on this. I just took a second to sneeze, so let's okay. So the wand and our snitch is supposed to go on these books here. Okay. So let's do up on the book, and that's where the snitch is supposed to allegedly go. And the wand goes over there. Got it. Actually, sort of a. It just fell over again. I guess I'm going to put you straight up too. Okay, so that's where I ended up with that. Our wand sort of next to it on the books. The point, or the round bit going up. If I can get that to lay down. Grab hold of it. Glue do its thing. Yeah, okay. I think that'll do it. And then this little doodad goes over in the. Okay, it actually goes down on the first level. Blob there. It's gonna go right there in that corner. It's sticking to trying to position it. This one to. Okay, that's where. That, and there's where I put the wand. And our witch's hat goes in here somewhere too. Okay, so the witch's hat goes. I'm gonna try and put it right here next to the book on the floor there. It says it's supposed. It looks like it's supposed to be on that book. It's at an angle, but I'm gonna try and go next to it just to let there be. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to open this one up anyway. If I can get you in there, let's see if I can get all this rubber sticking to this wiped off. Okay. Witch's hat down in there. Yeah, so I got it there in front of the desk. Okay. So now. Down to those three guys. And once again, not a lot of surface area to bond to here on this one, so I'm going to be generous on all of them. Hope I get some sticky. And we're supposed to do it going in like that. Just sort of centered on the carpet. Okay. And then the chair, the other chair, goes on the other side of the table there. Now I'll let that stuff dry real good so I can put my chandelier in the ceiling. Drop you there. That's where I'm putting that chair and table. Okay. Alright. Now, like I said, I'm going to let all that stuff get good and dry, and then I'll flip it upside down and mount the chandelier in the ceiling, and that will wrap up the interior, and we can go to work on building the front of the store. So, right back with that. Okay, had ample time to dry now, so hopefully, yeah, nothing fell out. Go upside down. There's the completed interior. I saved the chandelier yet. That's pretty cool. The light switch here. Let's see, I'm assuming that light is to light up over here once we get the front on. But that's coming up after we get I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the chandelier in. It's sort of not super clear where the chandelier is supposed to go. I'm thinking right above the table. Because that'll put it sort of in front of that one and next to that one. So I'm going to sort of split the difference, I think. So that's alright. So I think will stand up on the part that I'm going to be trying to glue it with. So like I said, I'll split the difference, just go about here and hope for the best. Okay, let's see if this is dropped in place with okay, so it was in the glue before I picked it up to show it to you. Lost my okay. Okay. Let that sit over there for a few minutes. I'm going to work on assembling our font. I've noticed it came with an extra one of those. I'm assuming to make it look get a sense of depth in there. So that's where I'm going to do that. And then our windowsills. That's our battery box. And then got these guys. Okay. So, first thing, just gonna run speed right through here. Swizzle stick on, just sort of spread it out all the way up and down this section. Alright. Just drop you in. Alright. I just got that little sense of depth with that. So that's good. And let's see. This is okay. That's going to be looks like I need to trim a little bit off the top of that edge there. Just that much of a sliver, I think, was all that was stopping me from. Keep our protective layer in place. Alright, so we're gonna bend it over like that, and we got our, these guys are our top and bottom. I'm assuming they go, yeah, they go on the outside because they don't quite fit into the mirror, or into the, but just noticed I am going to go ahead finish coloring these guys in because they are going to be on the outside of the building, so I think it'll sort of hopefully make it less, we'll just have the big white wood colored panels all of a sudden sticking out still. It's sort of like the ceiling, you know, who's ever actually going to see underneath all that. So, I think this goes, which one is, and which one's mine and which one's theirs? Okay, that's theirs. So I'm just going to go just across the top here. Okay, and this seems like this is going to be a Gorilla Super Glue moment, I believe. Nice. On here. Even. And might give it a few seconds there. A little more pressure. Alright. That's going to be pretty close. And likewise, this guy down here. Alright. Nice, even, thin, smooth coat. Alright, yeah, a little pressure down on you. And I just realized I should have done this second. I took some off with me there, so okay. Now this is gonna end up here eventually. We'll see how it lines up and everything. But that's going to go on there too. I'm definitely going to do that last. That's going to be the bendy one. So if I put this on first, it'll have something to push against in the window frame. So hopefully that'll make it a little uniform. And like I say, this is where I should have I goofed up. Should have done this side first because it's smooth and even, and you can leave it on there and do the peel after the fact. Like I say, this got that window up here to really get it lined up. That's yeah. I'm just looking at this to really get everything aligned. Okay. Now let's see. It's not very. Doesn't go all the way to the edge, so let's just gonna concentrate around the. Maybe a little too thick on that, but it dries clear, so it should be okay. And actually not thick enough over here, I don't think. I'm looking at it a little bit more through there. And my swizzle stick out again. Sort of spread it all out, get a nice even coat, hopefully. There. Alright. Glob in there, let's take it out. Okay. And let's see how it goes. Okay. Looking over here. Pretty good. Up a little bit. All right. That looks pretty close to me. I don't see anything obvious on this side. This side's looking pretty good, maybe. There. But I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. And I'll come back and we'll install this one. And we will wrap this bad boy up. And I hope I can get these hinges locked in where I need them over here. Because they don't have the recesses for the on this side. But there's our. Okay, and here's our chandelier is sticking now. That's. Yeah, and that does sort of give the illusion of being lit up there. So, all right, so cool. All right, so I'm gonna set that back down, upside down. Make sure it's. I don't think it's going anywhere. And battery box, battery cover rather. All right, so I say we should wrap this up in another 5 or 10 minutes. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, that should be dry enough there. Now, like my intention, just gonna run a nice little bead down either side of the window there and pop her back in like I did earlier. Should have a good seal with the plastic there, so that's just good. Got a little sloppy there. Let's try to be better on this side. Okay. I guess on this side I do want to peel it before I put it on. Okay, and make sure I hadn't got the I got the proper reading there, and in there, and we'll wedge you down into the other side. Doesn't match up perfectly with the window frames, but it's pretty okay. I'd say it's. I think it'll, I got a gap there, but it still works for me. It still looks pretty good from this side. Now, do this. Now we got nice clear windows from the front. And this is what it's gonna be. Okay, let's see, is that gonna fit? Actually, I'm actually gonna have clearance issues right there. Maybe it'll work. Look over here. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Okay. Well, I may want to try. I think these hinges are really too thick for it, but I think I'm going to try this position, because I mounted them too low and I don't have clearance to swing around the front. So maybe if I can get me a little shim in here, I can just sort of push them against that and glue it. I'd be okay with like a small gap there. Let's see, what have I got shim wise? Ooh, I see. And a piece of acrylic over here, if I can get a hold of it. Still got the cover on it. I'll pop you on there. These guys up straight. I'm not going to be able to do this, screw them in on that if I do it. But I think, like I said, I think this is going to be the best option. Let's see, which glue do I want to try? Yes, I'm going to try the Alien's Turbo Tacky. I hadn't used it very much lately, so let's do a little drop in there. And go down a little bit further. Yeah, I could tell just the way those hinges were sitting. It was never going to close the other way. So this is obviously not my favorite way, or my preferred method. I wonder if I could get. How much is 2 of these sheets? They're going to be too high. Actually, I might give a shot at those. Are going to line up the wood pretty good. I may give it a shot with the screws on this, because one of the things Amazon dropped off today with my box of teeny tiny screws. Oh, you can't see them. With that, make sure the head of this one isn't too small to fit through that hinge. Oops, mixed you in. I think I'm going to go, I want to give it a shot with a couple of these. I think they're small enough. If I do it by hand, I should be able to control it. But I'm going to let that glue dry for 20 or 30 minutes. And then, yeah, so here's, oh, it doesn't have. And we're going to see how things, see if I split the wood or not, basically. We'll never know until we try. Alright, so I'll be right back with that. Okay, it's fairly dry now. I don't think it's totally dry, but I think it'd be dry enough. I'm going to try and get a little poke in here, get myself a little bit of a guide hole, I hope. These spacers have pretty much lined them up exactly with the center of the wood, so I'd say I've got a good chance of making this work. Okay, so I've got my teeny tiny screws. If I can find the... Lost it. Just out of curiosity, didn't look too close to these screws. Which ones? Let's actually, I think I'm gonna be a little greedy and go with a little bit thicker one. And I'm looking at what I'm dealing with. So you put these guys back. I think it's still going to be okay as far as the wood goes. And let's find out if I can. Don't want to get too greedy with it, but yeah, that seemed to work pretty much as good or better than I was expecting. I think I missed on that one. Yeah, I think I did. I think it went between. Okay, I got a better bite on it this time, I can tell. There we go. Maybe. Can't really tell from this end. We'll find out soon enough, though. I get some weird creakly sounds, so I'm not happy about that. But let's see here. Open. Okay. I think it's okay. Yeah, that just barely caught on that end. I did a little splitting on the wood, pushing the thing down, but I think it's got enough of a bite on there that it's going to stay in place. Yeah. Like I said, I had to do that because I didn't leave enough I didn't leave enough to make the full 90 degrees going that way. But otherwise, it opens up so you can see in the shop. Get our light on. Yeah, let's dim these down a little bit so kind of things look. Yeah, from the outside of the shop. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so maybe not quite the palm of my hand, but not too much bigger than the palm of your hand. I'd say if I hadn't goofed that up, that's gonna be one of those regrets I have. But I think it still turned out looking pretty good. I say that wire, that's just not gonna be very openable. I can go about like that so I can get a little bit better view on the back section, but for the most part I think it's going to be from here. I still like it. Still a fun little project. I think it's turned out really good, you know, especially considering my goof up there. But yeah, I like it. Oh, I didn't. I'm assuming this just. Wait a second. Oh, like that. Gotta have access to our button. Yeah. Don't. Okay. Yes. There it goes. Yeah, still hit the button until it lights. Alright. So that's gonna wrap that one up. And even though this one wasn't overly stressful, I still think I'm gonna take a palette cleanser for my next project. I had one laying around I thought was really interesting. Yet another Temu. Should be, I'm expecting it to be a one-day builder. Shouldn't be much. It's I don't even know if I can get a. It's got the little father and son riding their bicycle, and evidently you can crank it and they make the wheels go. So I think that's, and I'm pretty sure this one had father and son or mother and daughter. You could choose either statue. But I say that's coming up. We'll get that done tomorrow. Like I'm expecting it to be a one-day build. Things I am noticing about Temu, you don't really, they've got their stock number, but they don't really tell you anything. None of the labels tell you what you've actually bought. That's why I'm still looking for that butterfly that I thought I built when I built my coin chomping robot. But anyway, we'll get this one done tomorrow. I'm assuming it's a one, like I said, I think it's a one-day build. It doesn't even don't have parts count or anything on here. But that'll be, like I said, that'll be a fun little distraction. Like I say, I'm just going to go ahead and kill all the lights here so you can see it. The whole 9 yards. The lights. I'm having a good run of luck with lights. Getting me good light here lately. So maybe they're improving the technology or something. But that well lit. And I think it looks cool from the outside. But like always, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. I'm trying to turn the light back on here. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.